Hi, this is Micornus, Phokane, the leader and the founder of Church Governance Solutions. We are continuing today with part 3 of this particular topic. We're speaking about requirements of pastors leading a church. Requirements of pastors leading a church. And this part 3 today. And I'm dealing with this because it's very important that we understand how to deal with the church or lead a ministry. I've said earlier that it is very important for us to understand that it is absolutely painful to lead a ministry. It's with tears all the time, difficulties, but you need some few requirements that will help you to run a ministry seamlessly without a problem. And the first one today that I want to deal with is have no skeletons in your cupboard. As a minister, as a leader, as a visionary, make sure that you don't have any skeletons in your cupboard, because immediately you have skeletons in your cupboard, then you start, there's the beginning of trouble. And you're going to find it difficult actually to turn things around. In a ministry, you'll find it difficult actually to run a ministry. Now, you must live on an open and transparent life and pure life in secret and in open as well, because immediately you start to have skeletons in your cupboard, they're going to be pulled out actually to be thrown at your door one day. And that becomes very difficult actually to manage a ministry when there are scandalous things that come your way, or things that are a scandal to your ministry. And that's going to be difficult actually for you to correct that. I've always said that it takes long to build a ministry. It takes long to build a reputation and a character. But to lose it is actually taking some few seconds. And a ministry as well becomes very problematic when you've built it so much to a level of where it is, but then run into a problem whereby you have to justify things. And that is why an issue of skeletons in a cupboard becomes very problematic, because what it will do, it will actually ruin the ministry. It will ruin your character and your personality. And when your character is ruined, to really try to resuscitate it and get it back to normal becomes something almost impossible. And that is very, very important that we mention that. So therefore, live your life transparently, both in the open and in the closet as well, in secret as well. Let it be balanced and be the same. And have no secret pact with anyone, because immediately do that and people start to blackmail you. People will blackmail you. People will start to put things on your door and say, this is what has happened. We have seen many pastors that have been blackmailed by female members of their churches, who would say to them, this is what you've done many years ago, or you've done this to me, and therefore. And because of those therefores that they bring, we find that it's actually killing the ministry, because nobody will trust you at all. We have seen it in the recent times with ministries of the prophets that have been running ministries, particularly in South Africa, whereby because of the scandalous living that most of them have actually been going through, those things are actually coming back to bite them. Some of them are sitting in courts of law today and trying to justify and try to resuscitate their own characters that have been assassinated. So that's very, very important that you become careful of that from the beginning. When you run a ministry, it becomes a requirement that you almost have no skeletons in the cupboard. Because when you do so, there are people that are sent for your downfall. People that are sent actually just to come and destroy your character. And that is why characters have been assassinated many times to a point whereby they cannot be resuscitated. And I'm mentioning this because majority of you might have gone through that, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. And that's very important that we talk about things like that, so that you can be very careful as a leader, as a pastor, that things don't come back to bite you. As I've said, there are many people that are sent in your ministry just for that wrong motive. And there are those that come themselves to come and bring downfall unto you. There are those people that are coming there just to taint your work that you've started and worked so hard for. They're coming and taint your name that you've built so much. And we're speaking about this because it is very, very important that we do become careful when we're running ministries. And I must emphasize that as a pastor, that it becomes therefore a requirement in your life as well. Now, secondly, I want you to remember that you need to relate well with a good mentor or a good father or a leader as well. Relate well with them. And every ministry leader or every visionary should be having a mentor, should be having a father, should be having somebody who leads them, somebody who assisted them to be able to run the ministry. And I've always said this, that remember that there are people that have been forerunners, people that have been ahead of us, people that have done ministry before. Now, because you have been people that have done ministry before, what's necessary is you don't need to fall in the same mistakes that people have fallen into, because we've got people that are ahead of us. We've got people that will assist us to stand, people that will advise us in how to run ministry. And we're doing the same as well. At Church Governance Solutions, we are doing exactly that. Advice to ministers to make sure that they understand the fact that they are being helped in their ministries, for their ministries to help to stand. We are stepping in to assist you. We are stepping into really giving you advice to say, be careful of such things that might taint your way or your name or your character and so on. And this is the reason why Church Governance Solution exists, so that you don't fall into the same problems that many people have fallen into. So mentorship, therefore, is very important. And that is why Church Governance Solutions, we are providing also mentorship services. We are providing advisory services as well, where we will advise you, assist you in building your character and your ministry. And that's the reason why we are on this platform right now, teaching you because of that. This is very key. And I'm emphasizing that because you need a mentor, you need a father, you need a leader, you need somebody who would be an example for you. Somebody who would lead the way and advise you and guide you in the running of a ministry, so that you don't fall into the same ditch that some people have done. You don't commit same mistakes that people have gone through. And you become somebody who's actually backed up by the wisdom that you get from your mentor, wisdom that you get from your leader, wisdom that you get from the person that is a father to you. And that particular person will advise you by all means. And things will happen more seamlessly and better because you have been somebody who's supporting your ministry in the sense of advice and leadership. Somebody who's mentoring you into the work of the ministry. Make sure you relate well with those people. Make sure that you relate well with your spiritual father, your mentor, that can encourage you. And make sure that you also have them to pray for you. And these are the people that when you run into problems or things that you may not know, you can go to them to consult and find out on how to do things that you may have not known how to do. Very, very important that we emphasize that you go to them and make sure that they help you where you need help. And don't die in your own closet without information. Don't die in your ignorance as well. Go to them, find out as well, and they'll be ready to help you. So please get encouragement from them, because as I said, ministries are very difficult. It's not easy to minister without tears. It is difficult because therefore you faced up with situations whereby you're dealing with people, some of them genuine, and some people are not genuine people in the sense of approach. They come in there with wrong motives to your life, and therefore they are planning for your downfall. So please be careful of those and make sure that you are careful at all times, and you will be protected because of that. And that is why a need for a mentor then becomes very, very important. And need for encouragement, need for prayers, need for support, need for somebody who will intercede for you as well. Somebody who will give you a good counsel. And I'm emphasizing the fact of a good counsel, because these are people that have walked the walk. These are people that have been in the ministry before. These are the people that have been example in ministry, so that they can actually advise you in regards to how to handle a ministry. And I'm emphasizing that because it's a requirement for you to make sure that you've got a leader, you've got a mentor, you've got a father, you've got a leader that will support you. Very, very important. And some of the young pastors of today are actually living by saying, I've got no leader, I've got no mentor. My only mentor is the Holy Spirit. My only leader is the Holy Spirit. You got it wrong, sir. You got it wrong. Because you need somebody who has walked the walk before. You need somebody who will guide you and lead you in the path. Somebody who will walk with you in the path and make sure that you are able to stand on your own. Somebody would advise you in the work of the ministry so that the challenges that you meet, they've met them already, so they would advise you better. They would actually tell you how to manage better. And that's very key that we emphasize that as well. So please don't neglect the fact that you need somebody to guide and lead you. Don't neglect the fact that you need a mentor, you need a teacher, you need somebody who would walk with you the path. Very, very important. And we mentioned that so that you can be able to learn out of that. I'm going to end up here today. Your host, Micornus, Phokane. Thank you very much for listening to us and be part of this great topic. And I hope this will help you and your church and your leadership as well. But please visit our socials, our Facebook page, Micornus, Phokane, and Church Governance Solutions. Make sure that you click like on those pages. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Make sure that you become part of it, and every teaching that we do teach in this platform, you learn from it and become somebody who's learned and somebody who's not ignorant, somebody who's got this teaching right. And I'm urging you to visit our social media platforms at all times, because there are a lot of materials that we've put up there already that will help you. May the good Lord bless you as you continue listening to us. This was part 3, of course, and I'll deal with part 4 tomorrow. May you please join us as we deal with part 4 tomorrow. And I know that you love being with us on this platform. We love being with you on this platform. We appreciate you so much. Please join us tomorrow as we deal with part 4. May the good Lord bless you, and allow me to check out right here and say cheers for now.